You're listening to the Saturday Night Gaming Podcast, Convergence, run by our head GM, Scott Hibbard. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you for joining us once again for another exciting game of Convergence, presented by Saturday Night Gaming.
Yay!
Woo.
Welcome back.
Hello. We have a few guests with us tonight, resuming their roles from previous characters. Let's go ahead and start with the guest over here.
Oh, it's going to be great to be back. I'm Slimefinger, and I'll be played by Dan tonight. Looking forward to pouring more mana into this game.
See who gets slimed.
We need to make you a Slimefinger shirt. Add more mana.
More mana.
I already have a Slimefinger.
We need to add more mana to it.
Needs more mana.
And our other guest?
I'm Nathan, and I'll be playing Gareth.
Yay!
That's right.
Hey,
Gareth
it's
is
Gareth.
returning.
Everyone's favorite paladin, apparently.
Apparently, no, there's no apparent to that. You are everyone's favorite paladin.
Absolutely.
That's true.
You're not a paladin, you're the paladin.
Oh, true pal.
A true pal.
Putting the pal in paladin.
Yeah.
High fives, everybody.
Healing hand. Healing hand.
See, y'all made the mistake. Gareth is actually a pal.
Everyone gets healed.
Pow.
I meant ow, as in just like, ow, he hit me.
Oh,
Ow. That hurt my hand.
Did Garrett take levels in Monk?
Oh no.
perhaps.
Gareth is
Healing
the only
punch.
paladin
I didn't realize
hand.
Gareth was JoJo.
Healing punch.
Who are you healing with that punch? Or does it just balance out?
You destroy their rib cage and then restore it?
Yes.
Destroy the ribcage so that you can
It's
pump
an
the heart.
interrogation tactic.
Oh gosh, that's horrible.
Just
I was gonna say a
just
training exercise, but yours is
punching
worse.
like a speed bag.
Oh. That'd be horrible. Like, you feel the breaking of the bones and you feel them mending back together each time? Oh my gosh.
That would be really effective for training, though, right?
That is...
Yeah.
So like, you wouldn't take permanent damage. It would really hurt, and you'd learn your lesson.
God, could you imagine? Okay, you got
learned
to
to
disarm
take
an actual knife. Oh, you got stabbed. We can heal you. You're gonna keep getting stabbed until you get it right.
Creates an entire order of paladins that are just like, I've been through worse in training.
Yeah. Over and over again.
Yeah, here's at the academy. Wasted.
Just a freshman.
Just like in the simulations.
Oh, it's horrible. All right.
Oh, no, that's horrible.
That needs to
Alright.
exist now, though.
I am Chrissy playing character Red. Gosh, I'm gonna try to remember where we were last time. Guess we're back on the ship.
We're back on the ship, aren't we? We didn't.
We almost
Part of
got
the ship,
taken over
Part
by
of the crew.
a
Yes.
bunch of
undead type
undead
things.
things.
I'll
But
take black.
Hey, that's what was happening the last time I was on a ship.
Oh, I can give you the captain
it'll
one.
be a continuation then.
I'm the captain now. Clearly,
Oh no!
it's my turn.
He's like, look at me, I'm the captain now.
Look at me.
I mean, good try. The ship
Roll
is living,
second.
so I don't.
Are you Serpa?
Wait,
Yes.
are the zombies spore-based?
No.
Zombie.
That's a good idea.
They don't make
Next.
clicking noises.
Oh, I am Quinn, and I am going to be playing Donovan tonight. He is... how to describe Donovan? He's a rogue. He is humanoid. Human, I guess you could say, he classifies that. Technically undead. He is not a zombie, however. He is something more likened to a revenant, who he's just kind of out here living life as a rogue / bounty hunter, hunting down the man who killed him, because as we all know, that's what revenants do. They hunt down the person who killed them.
Living his best undead life.
Yeah.
Right. Including bears.
Listening to the Addams Family soundtrack. Don't actually sing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't want to get copyright strike.
So I'm Laura. I am playing Sky Captain Ari, captain of the Kingfisher, the living ship, yeah, lots of other things.
Oh yeah, and the ship it's not really happy with you right now.
Well, I technically saved all of our lives, so there's that. But I did have to kind of stab the ship, and I apologize. But I think she's giving me the cold shoulder right now.
Are you the reason for the waves in the Chaos Warp?
Hopefully not. I mean, if I am, then that means if she forgives me, they go away, right?
That's how this works, right?
Don't worry. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, God.
I don't know if I have... There you go. Green.
Yeah, just use Green Lantern for me.
It's Aquaman, but we'll just do that.
Aquaman.
I'll tell you.
He's got green pants.
Alright.
He talks to fish, I talk to slime, it's fine.
He turns
Sometimes
fish into slime.
slimy fish. Or river snails. Slugs.
Slugs.
River slugs.
Yeah.
In the ocean, no less.
And I am Scott. I am the GM for this campaign and this lovely group here. And we have quite a session in store for everyone. Where we left off last, we had a surprising turn of events when Captain Ari negotiated terms with... How do you say his name?
Shika.
Shika?
That's how I'm going to say it.
There you go. He's not here to change my
Kyle
mind.
can kill me later.
So,
Baddie, bum, bum, bum.
That's how we're gonna say it.
also known as the man bat.
That's like the what was it? The Next Generation script reading where they're like, just say it how the last person said it. You say it one way at the start, and then just keep going
Just
that way the rest.
keep
of
running with it.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes, you made a negotiation with him. Surprisingly negotiated.
We had history.
Yeah, you did. You leveraged it very well. And it ended with his ship essentially remaining there in the
Sort of in stasis.
expanse of space between worlds as he jumped into your shadow and lives within you, literally.
That's
Wait, there's another?
yeah. It's yet another of my characters that has actually another of Kyle's characters.
Kyle
Yeah.
was with you all along.
Yeah.
There is. Don't you
Kyle
have a
is
third
here
one too?
in spirit,
Well,
literally.
So there's Violet,
There's Violet and Vel, and there's Ari and
Yeah.
Shinka.
Do you have a third one you brought along? Or
Was
Dawn.
Dawn. Yeah, but Kyle's
But-
not there.
No, because Dawn has everybody else there.
Yes. Kyle could be there. We don't know.
Kyle got crowded out by everybody else.
I'm sure one of the voices in Dawn's head
I
is
think we
Kyle.
just figured out that Kyle does nothing but create support characters for you.
Apparently.
Hey. He is very supportive.
Yes.
That he is. But yeah, so now that you're back on your ship and you have actually regained control of the ship, you are making plans as far as how to complete the assassination of the one called Larza. That was the agreement, after all.
Yes. Well, I'm assuming that Shinko had his own plan to start with, and that we can help to maybe alter the plan with our new capabilities.
You'll find this ship fully operational.
Yes.
I will make this ship fully operational.
And he does. Well, he did have his own plan. He tried a couple times and failed. His latest idea was to draw him out.
Mm-hmm.
And next time we drew you instead.
Well, not really.
We kind of accidentally drew ourselves there, but it's fine.
It's all good. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fine.
it's fine.
You accidentally tripped the bear trap that he had laid out for
But yes, his plan was to draw him out and then strike unexpectedly, and he was working on locating him and then essentially inserting himself into close enough to where he could operate using the shadows, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't get close enough. The one attempt that he did get very close in taking Larza out was when he managed to infiltrate Larza's own shadow.
Cool.
However, at the last moment, he was deflected, and he still hasn't quite figured out how that happened.
Deflected.
Yes.
Was there any other person, like, around, or was it just Larza?
It's as if Larza had a sixth sense. Weird as that is. And could sense that there was something, wrong. Which Suga has never experienced before. And he's slightly infuriated.
Oh, well, yeah, fair.
His reputation protect and all that.
Sixth sense. That also implies that if we tried to get at him now, that his sixth sense could kick in again, and we'd have the same issue.
Correct.
I know how to overcome precogs.
Pre what?
So, but you do know where Larza is going to be because you had already set up a meeting spot afterwards, after you had completed your end of the bargain with him.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You were the reason he didn't go in. He was like, "Oh, I gotta make a meeting. I don't have time to go this way."
Oh man.
I don't know what's happening. Okay. So.
Yep.
At the moment on the ship, where are we? Are we currently just in a room discussing, or?
Yes. That is correct.
Okay, who all have we got in the room at the moment?
Just you and your shadow.
Okay. I would probably bring Missouri in there too. Because
You probably bring what now? Oh, is there?
Missouri, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You gotta have the first mate in there, right?
yeah. Also, he's kind of, unfortunately for him, probably the one who's going to inherit my destiny if or when I die. Because, the whole fate thing, when you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, battle will be
He's-
legendary.
he has basically all of the same, history that I do, minus the whole, being a commander in the army.
So it's a Harry Potter and Peter.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's the second chosen one.
he's the other one. Yeah, exactly.
The backup chosen one.
Neville Longbottom. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
You know,
Neville.
the whole...
he's the
I
Neville.
was going to say, did you call him
The
Peter
Peter-
Longbottom?
Peter Long.
I was like,
Peter Longbottom.
Peter Longbottom. Neville Longbottom's long
That's
lost
Neville's
cousin.
lesser known twin.
It's his counterpart for the Bollywood Harry Potter movie called The Magic Kid. Or no, Abracadabra, The Magic Kid, or so is what it's called.
The kid with a scar.
Yeah. Look it up. Side tangent, look it up. It's like a mashup between Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Harry Potter.
Well, thank you for that plug.
Not Bollywood, but wait.
But think about it. They come from the same place. They come from the same family. They are bound to the same god. They
Mhm.
are both in charge of the same ship. going in the same direction with the same crew.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Once it used to be a pacifist.
Yeah.
He kind of still is a little.
I mean, deep down, I think he still wants to be a pacifist, but it's not working out for him.
Sometimes you gotta fight to have peace.
That's interesting, though, because if Ari does die at some point, and he takes over, that could go in a very different direction. Just
Yes.
because he has a very different personality than she does.
That is true.
Anyway. Tangent.
Yes. So anyways, Azuri is there as well, yes. And he says, Captain, Kingfisher is awaiting your command.
Have I had a nice long talk with the Kingfisher about how I'm sorry I stabbed her that one time?
Not yet, because Kingfisher isn't really talking to you right now.
It's like when
Where's Violet? She has mind comm.
It's like when you get up in the middle of the night and you accidentally kick Libby and she just doesn't. She hides under the bed.
I didn't mean to. She was sitting in the middle of the floor.
She has no
I tripped over her.
She has no concept of what an accident is, so all she knows you just kicked her for no reason.
Oh. She's always like on the bed or under the bed, but like I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. I came back. She was sitting right in the middle of the floor, like on the way to the bed, and I tripped right over her, and she made a little yelp sound. I was like, I'm going to hell.
Did that actually happen?
Yes, that happened. It happened like a few weeks ago.
Oh my god, I was just making it up.
No, I didn't do that. You broke my
I
heart.
can predict the past.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bring this up.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, jeez.
So, you basically kicked the ship.
I didn't mean
Congratulations, Captain.
Yeah, and then of course as soon as Azuri says that and says the ship the Kingfishers are waiting your command, you hear a resounding groan.
to. I'm still gonna get Violet to help us do mind comm with the ship.
It's like, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to, Mimi. I love you, girl.
Okay, but we're working out our plan.
Yes. And you actually, where you're supposed to meet Larza, is actually on the world of Sacratum, which used to be the empire, the home of the empire, as far as when it was all 5 worlds. This is where the Imperial Palace was located.
Great, more empires.
Yes. But, since the whole Civil War and everything like that, it's kind of more like 2 worlds. It and another one are aligned. But good news is the Crimson Army is aligned with this world. So.
The Crimson Army being the army that we brought in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm sure is not going to be a problem ever for us.
Sounds reasonable. They sound like reasonable fellows.
I'm sure it's fine.
Look,
But-
we'll just roll up to them. We'll go roll tide, and they'll let us through.
They were the lesser evil,
Just roll tide.
possibly.
So on Sacratum, there's this small little thorp, and there in this place there is this tavern. It's called Goblin's Tankard, and that is where you're supposed to meet Larza.
Sorry, my mind's just like out there right now. Oh.
Won't be the first time I got met in a tavern.
Our adventure begins.
All right. We can't just go, but is that super suspicious to like pop up a day after he gives, not really a day, but like almost a day after he gives us the assignment, and then we're just
Well,
like,
you
oh yeah,
are
done.
efficient.
Yeah, we are very efficient. We confronted the assassin and were victorious.
Yes,
Technically correct.
you were his favorite client.
You confronted the assassin and survived.
So, are
To come
any
back
of
and
us
tell
who
of
are
your success.
who have been aboard this ship are any of us like in the presence of the captain right now?
No.
Okay.
Who would be, like, arguably, who would she know well enough that she would allow them in that room?
Well, I I still feel
Has
bad. I
she
still haven't really
noticed the
fleshed
slime
out all of
fingers
the
in the corner?
backstories,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like Donovan probably would have been the one who's traveled with her the longest
Not yet.
because
Slime fingers sitting on
I
the
don't know
table. Going,
whether she takes pity on his unfortunate soul or lack thereof, his damned soul trapped to, wander the realm until he finds the person who killed him. I don't know. I'm asking because I had an idea, but I want to say it in character.
So has she noticed that slime fingers sitting on the battle map?
Where did you come from? It's one of them lucky trolls. Except he has no hair.
But
He has a mustache, right? He's like facial hair.
No. Yeah, he's got the mustache.
The like
and
twirly mustache.
goatee,
twirly mustache. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but he doesn't have a full beard.
Oh no!
Is that your deity?
Your chaos magic is speaking
Oh,
to you.
remember that, by the way.
It literally popped up with a dude with a mustache that's out to here.
Don't forget, you are the avatar.
Of Danica.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my.
Oh me, oh my, the avatar of Danica.
There's always a lot of deities floating around
I'm not a
in
deity.
these stories.
I'm just an avatar of a deity.
But still, there's a lot of
Of-
deities.
Chaos and
Like Ari, for instance, is bound to a blood god.
That's right.
And also took blood magic from a different patron at some point, but also got a prophecy from 3 other gods. And it's like, and then you have our paladin, right, who gets his power from a deity potentially, and there's always somebody. There's always a god.
well,
There's always a
on
bigger
the
guy.
bright side,
Always a bigger god.
Why do I have a
Chaos.
feeling that Ari's going to start committing deicide?
Yeah, right.
on the bright side, the chaos
God
god
of
that
War.
I worship and serve is more of the chaos of ending. So
The like destructive chaos, like in
the slime god devours what is so that new life can come.
yeah.
I feel bad for Azuri. Navigate, boy. Ari, how did you get your voice so deep?
So when we meet, chaos versus chaos could be fun. That's what I'm saying. Lizaz is all about chaos. Or not Lizaz.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my other character.
Right.
But so
So yeah.
Azuri looks at you once again. Captain?
I think we can. I mean, there's so many risky moves. I think Ari probably at this point thinks that she's not likely to die, but there's a lot of other people on this ship that could die. So there's that.
I mean, all it takes is just one good throw. And you're gone.
Floating off into the abyss.
He would survive.
Oh, look, it's Cirrus.
Is he punching a star?
You hear him, by the way, as he grumbles, and of course you can hear him specifically with your mind, And he says, just get me close enough to him, and I will do the job for both of us.
Fair. Well, I mean, I would say let's go for it. If you think it's something you can pull off. I've seen you do scarier things.
I would have killed your entire ship had you not parlayed.
I don't entirely doubt that. I think they could give you a run for their money. They're kind of unpredictable, but hopefully we won't ever have to find out.
Next time.
There's going to be some alternate world, alternate universe cage match between Chica and all of
Better
the
world.
crew of the Kingfisher. Who would win?
All right, in this corner, we have Red.
And he says, maybe after we're finished, I'll have a rematch with that shark.
Well, you're welcome to it. I think he'd be all for that, honestly.
Shark versus bat.
It sounds like a low-budget sci-fi movie.
I'm sure I've seen that one.
Mega Shark versus Mega Bat.
Man Batman.
Man bat versus man shark.
Yeah.
Man versus Bat.
Sharknado versus Big Bat.
Oh,
Reft by Cocaine
Flying
Bear.
sharks versus bat.
Sharknado versus Batacane.
All right. So, where are you going, Captain Ari?
All eyes.
Yeah, I'm thinking. For a mission like this, who would be the best crew? I know you're used to acting alone, or mostly alone. But I think with so many, various skills at our disposal, it would be a shame to waste them.
Well, your shadow responds. And he says, well, just give us a few that you wouldn't mind losing.
So, volunteers, in other words. As long as they know what they're getting into. Do we know what we're getting into?
And he says, that one over there, he can select them.
Is he, motioning to Zuri?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, he seems competent enough to choose sacrifices.
How does Zuri feel about that? He's probably like...
Of which Azuri cannot even hear this, by the way.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause it's like...
Yeah.
It's Venomhead, but inside your mind.
Yeah, right.
Are you remembering to talk in your mind and not talk out loud?
Because Zuri might actually be sitting over there going, huh?
Wait, what about me?
I mean, I'm probably going to tell him everything anyway. Realistically.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just because he is... He's my confidant. He's the only person that I tell literally everything
He's my
to.
cake fondant.
Anyway.
Yes.
Icing.
Well.
Zuri does look at you because he sees your expressions, kind of like you're having an internal conversation, your face is changing, and he goes, Captain, is everything all right?
He looks at your shadow on the wall that's sitting there going like this.
Oh my God, Ari's Peter Pan. She's arguing with her shadow.
I think he's more like in a
Got that
pocket
crap.
dimension that the portal to which is in my shadow rather than actually waving around on the wall.
Ari's shadow has wings.
I mean, I'm sure he could do that.
He could, yeah.
I think he's done that.
Think of the intimidation factor.
Absolutely.
He just makes your shadow grow impossibly large and sprout giant bat wings.
I'm pretty sure we did that at some point where we're talking to somebody and then just this man bat rises up.
I'm not
Over-
some conjurer of cheap
Trick.
tricks.
Yeah.
Him and his axe.
He is also really tall. He's
Yeah.
very tall with very big wings,
About
and he
7.5
has a
feet tall.
giant executioner's axe. So,
Yeah.
bit of an imposing figure. And stealthy.
And stealthy.
Yes,
So?
that's the craziest part about
But
it.
you never expect the guy who's got the executioner's axe to be hanging from the ceiling. He just drops the axe on top of it.
But as he falls down, I've always imagined that Shika would always let out a shrill bat shriek for echolocation purposes. But here's the thing, though.
actually does have
Imagine
that
that
ability.
on the scale of a 7 foot tall creature. It's like getting punched with a pocket of air. Just
Little, no, that's camp.
or no, Toph from the Ember Island Players.
I'm sure Screech is one of his 4 moves he's able to have.
I will never not laugh hysterically at that
I'm
scene.
getting my heather from coughing. Oh.
Dude, that's a pretty good
I
battle.
use echolocation.
I watched,
See, I got a pretty good look
I
at you.
watched Morbid Times. I know how powerful that is.
Oh my god, the look on his face, she was
Both
so
times it
excited.
released.
That's Ari's face every time he does it.
Good grief.
Ari.
My watch literally just looked up Morbius.
Oh. No, Shuka played by, what's his name?
Gosh.
Jared Leto?
Anyway,
We have fun here. We have fun here.
Laughing so hard I'm coughing. Ugh. Okay.
it's okay. Keep it up. I'm over here writing my spells down. I need a lot of time.
So in character, what exactly does either Ari or Shuka know about Larva? And like what he's capable of?
Well, Ari has worked with him for years, because he was her broker.
Yeah.
He's well connected.
Mm-hmm.
He also has knowledge of the multiverse. He's able to point you in the right directions. You know that. He's also the one that was responsible for Sugar's
Enslavement
and
second enslavement, because his backstory, he was enslaved, which is how he and I met in the first place.
yeah, and then his exit from that realm.
Second backstory. Tough. Okay.
Yeah, so as you can tell, he has some very harsh feelings towards him.
Yeah. So what's your plan to actually kill him? Just sneak up behind him and stab him? Or
Cat in the flash.
you would think there would be some element to the trap aside from stealth.
My original plan was to strike him first before he knew I was there. As you know, my axe. But that did not go quite as planned. Somehow he's able to sense my attack and prevent it. However, all it takes is one strike from this. I have it beautifully enchanted for that reason. It was a very costly enchantment, but well worth it.
Does it counter whatever he used to sense you the first time?
Unsure. I've had this enchantment on there since then. I only get one strike with it, though. But one is all I need.
Hopefully.
Which is why I did not use it during our
Encounter.
skirmish. Although I wouldn't have needed to use such a valuable weapon against your crew, anyhow.
Anyway. So.
You have connections to him, do you not?
The broker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he, well, he helped me find jobs to do, which is what got me my ship, and then kept me my ship.
You're supposed to assassinate me, were you not?
Yeah. That was on the list of things to do.
Well, what would you do after that?
Do you mean what would I have done? Or
After you completed your task from him?
he had information, he told me.
Well, The dead do speak. Although that would require a specialist.
So you're saying we should kill him first and then get the information?
Yes. Much easier that way. Less
Probably.
chance of him using his mouth to persuade otherwise.
And less time for him to catch on in the meantime.
Yes, correct. A good old misdirection, followed by a stealthy strike, and goodbye.
I'm wondering if we should just go in with like a whole flock of assassins. Just like, who all has an assassin character in here? Yes.
I can get y'all there.
I mean, Donovan literally has a thing called Ghost Shape where he can become intangible and walk through walls and stuff.
That's cool.
So, and he also has an exploit that allows him to, what is it called?
All of a sudden, you hear the groaning from your ship. And then you see the ship itself like start turning like fluorescent. The entirety of the ship.
Yeah.
And then the ship just shakes.
I say,
I need assassins.
If you'll excuse me, I think I need to have a conversation with my ship.
Azuri goes, "What was that?"
Where's Violet? Let's do mind comms.
He immediately opens the cabin doors and walks out. And then as he does, you can see this as well. There's this small little figure
No. I mean, Cole.
with a staff. He's green.
Taller than I.
Yes.
Go ahead and explain the rest of the way.
I have a staff that's about a foot taller than my 3-foot stature. I have an excellent handlebar mustache with a goatee.
The little pro.
I have, if you could see my eyes through the goggles, I have a mad look in the eyes. But I wear goggles so that people are less offended. Worried?
Intimidated?
Intimidated. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Right now, I believe I just teleported on board.
Oh yeah.
And let's see.
Is there like a sigil that appears on the ships?
It did. Yes.
Yeah. And I believe I probably ended up with the slime armor enhancement from the spell.
Yeah.
So I look like I'm dripping slime right now, but it doesn't appear to actually do anything to the deck of the ship, with the exception that there's now a glyph drawn into your ship.
It'll heal.
It's a tattoo.
Don't worry, the last one this happened to, I'm sure, never got better.
Well, I mean, the last ship didn't heal.
But it had spore zombies in it, and Roberta took off before we could fix it. Oh no.
So you see this short little guy, and then you see him glow green, and his eyes go completely like emerald. And then you hear like a deep booming voice
My
coming from
goggles
him
glow green.
as he goes, "Captain Ari, we need to talk."
Oh. Okay, so
Deep sigh.
I am in avatar form right now.
Into my quarters, I suppose.
Yeah.
I wave him into the captain's quarters.
All right.
If I'm not out in 5 minutes.
I follow.
Yes.
Azuri as well.
Yeah, he's gonna come
Okay.
too.
All right. And then, as you go into the quarters, you see, he's like in this green, like almost ethereal, like energy surrounding him.
And
kinda
the
like...
green slime trail on the ground.
Yes. All of a sudden, the slime trail starts like gaining sentience and starts moving about.
It like breaks off into little mini slimes.
Did you see the... I'm not going to go off on the trail. But the hug slug that I sent earlier this week that somebody posted on Reddit. I love them. I want one. Anyway.
But yes, so he is booming and...
Obviously too deep of a voice to be coming out of my 3-foot stature.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Very like reverberant, like echoey.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
Yes. And then he's talking to you. It sounds like he's yelling at you.
I would probably just be like, take it down a little bit.
Can we just dial that down?
Dial it back a little bit.
Inside.
Dial it back.
Inside voice, please.
But then he says, it seems our interests have aligned.
Have they now?
Yes. There is a certain individual that needs to be pruned.
Tell me more.
He is causing unwarranted chaos throughout the entire realm.
And when I said chaos, the slime kind of...
Ooh.
Okay, first, tell me who you are, and then we'll go from there.
And that's when it switches to...
Oh, I don't have my character sheet to list my titles.
Go with it.
Many titles.
You probably have so many by now, just go with it.
To keep it short, I am Slimefinger, and I am the avatar of Danagar, the pruner of worlds.
Pruner of worlds.
Don't worry, the ones that we prune were already gonna die anyway. We just
Eventually.
cleaned up the process.
100 years, a billion years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's great.
I think me and Azuri probably share a little bit of a look. Like,
We clean up the process so that the energy can be put towards rejuvenation.
okay. I'm not necessarily mad about that.
Yeah. Rejuvenation is what makes the universe keep ticking.
Well, that's better than the just destroy everything or take over everything thing.
And then he goes, all right, little man, that's enough.
So you must be Danagar, was it?
Danagar, yeah.
Danagar. Okay.
Yes, Danagar, in the flesh-ish.
My flesh.
Yes.
In someone's flesh. Okay.
Slime cover. The news.
So, pruner of worlds. You're a god of world gardening? What exactly is your title, aside from the pruning bit?
Destruction and creation.
Creation and destruction.
Ah, yes.
Destruction and creation. Okay.
And order and chaos.
Order and chaos. Got it.
You may have heard of the primordial ooze.
Because there must be order through chaos.
And chaos in order.
Yes.
I think I can respect that, honestly.
Meanwhile, Zuri's like...
The voice keeps going back and forth between slightly booming but not quite as loud anymore.
Yeah.
Zuri still has questions
like
order? Chaos.
He's like trying to do the math, and Ari's like, well, after a lifetime of order and the Empire, I think chaos is kind of nice, because chaos also includes freedom, which is really all she ever wanted, so.
Mm-hmm.
But freedom only matters as long as there's enough order to keep it going.
True. I don't think there's ever going to be a shortage of order. Just depends on who you ask. Whose order? It's always somebody.
Yes. Well, this deviant He must be stopped before he just erupts this entire realm. It is not its time yet.
What do you call this deviant?
He goes by many names, but the most notorious and insulting is Larza.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean, that makes makes this a little easier, I suppose.
I prefer to call him Jester.
Fair.
Mocker.
I've mostly known him as the broker.
Well, he is broke.
Sounds like he tends to break some things, too.
Broken.
And he says, and as a token of goodwill, I've brought you a gift.
Oh?
And then you see him glow like really green, and then create another circle right between you.
Like is it on like a table or is it on the floor?
It's
or
on
like,
the floor,
it's on the floor,
yes.
just like
And
a sigil.
The ship, again, it does like the whole groaning and
Flashes fluorescent again.
flashes for a moment. And then you see this individual clad in armor. Looks very familiar. He's a little weathered. And it's Gareth.
Hey!
Oh, what? Where am I?
Yes. I totally forgot I have my dragon, too.
Yeah.
I have a little bitty red dragon like this big.
Yeah, it's like the size of a pseudo dragon.
Yes.
Nice. So
But-
not as big as I thought.
No, they already
From
killed
the
that.
egg we got?
Yes.
And then took its egg.
Yes, that's the egg we hatched. The egg that our comrade stole on our last adventure has hatched. I call him Critter.
True story.
Nice.
Huh. And he says, I found him during my travels, searching for you, and thought you may like him back.
Fair.
Good boy.
Yes.
Uh,
The goodest of all of us, I think.
wasn't Danagar also the god of travelers or something?
Yes. Oh, outcasts.
Outcasts, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's travelers, then Gareth
And-
is pretty good at traveling.
Ari is definitely an outcast.
Yeah. It turns out I think this ship is basically a ship of outcasts.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The island of misfit toys.
Y'all didn't
Like the
realize
water
that
pistol,
Danagar's
it only
been
shoots
watching very
jam.
closely.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Quit putting jam in the water pistol.
It might just get jammed.
But
Oh, God.
he says, he goes, he cannot hold this form for very long. We're still working on that. I will release him to you.
I keep telling you, I need more mana.
He eats too much. Oh, fleshy bodies need fuel all the time. Ugh. But yes, we do have interests aligned, and I can make it worth your while. For I know many things about this multiverse.
Are you offering information?
I am.
Funny that Larza offered the same thing.
Lazarus
What information
pouring
are
himself
you
up.
offering?
The information that he
It's
stole.
gonna be a long night to Missouri.
He got it from you.
Yes.
All right.
And
Now that doesn't surprise me.
it is not his first offense. He is irritating sometimes. He has taken my knowledge of certain realms and then has destroyed them ahead of time.
Pruned them rather prematurely.
Yes.
And messy.
It wasn't their time. And then I had to go and clean up his mess. You know how hard it is to build a new world?
Time consuming, I imagine.
Takes immense amounts of energy and patience, which I don't have.
I can relate. Well then. So you're leaving your avatar and Sir Gareth with us.
Yes.
Anything else you would like to leave us with? Any additional information or skills we ought to use, or
Well, I will be here accessible from Slimefinger and also watching. He has the power of chaos instilled within. That is a gift enough.
All right.
And then as a token of appreciation. Good boy.
Why do people keep on saying that?
All right. I sort of give him like a nod, and just like an acknowledging nod before he poofs or oozes away.
Yeah. And then you see, his the green glow and everything just kind of dissipate. And then Slimefinger again.
The slime armor just kind of fades back into me.
Yeah, just recedes and like.
Does it go like
Oozes
back
back
into
into
your
his
pores, or
skin.
just like
It's the most moisturizing of all serums.
God? I bet your skin's like baby soft. Just like
I think we have had this conversation before, actually.
I am hundreds of years old, and
Oh.
I don't look it.
all I'm saying is
Don't
side
go a day
hustle,
over 20.
side hustle for Slimefinger. Just bottle your slime. Call it Slimefinger's de-aging cream. Here you go. Give it to your. I'm not going to quote Ivan Ooze, but you.
I was literally just thinking of that.
Oh,
too.
God.
Throw it at their faces.
That was a great movie.
Yes, it was.
Oh, yes.
Teenagers.
Well, that's that. That's a good start.
Yeah.
A paladin and
Ta-da!
Slimefinger.
So you
And
got,
I wait. So I just like emerged from the captain's quarters with an additional person
Yeah.
that showed up out of nowhere, and they're like, "Where's he here the whole time?"
He came through the cutaway floor.
I've
I've been in the walls
did the
the
glyph
entire
heal
Yes.
already?
No, not yet.
This is for
And I
her.
would
He
probably be
handles
like,
the
"You can
speckle.
apologize to the ship."
This is Gareth. He handles the speckle.
And Kanto references.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Convergence. If you did, be sure to head on over to our website at www.saturdaynightgamingllc.com and check out some of our other cool games. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.